Alright guys, let's see if I can tell you the story of buying my motorcycle. How much I paid for it, and I guess how did I get that price, and I'm not really sure in what place I really bought it from. So I'm gonna take the little back ways towards my house. I should give us plenty of time. Let's get this going. Let's back out of here. If I can remember what the back way is, it has been so long since I went there. If I can ever make a fucking right here.
Can I borrow it?
What was that?
Can I borrow it? Psych. What kind of caravan is
Kind of hard to hear what they say, but I'm pretty sure he said, "Can I borrow it?" Alright, so when did I buy it? When did I get it? How much did I pay? Important questions. And I want to go right here. I'm not sure whether or not I'm on the right street yet. This street. So I actually went out seeking for this motorcycle after reading a bunch of reviews on the FZ07, and so yeah, after reading a bunch of reviews on the FZ07, and I started watching people that had this motorcycle and were already riding it from the previous years. And it looked like a nifty little bike. So after much contemplation on whether or not I wanted to get this or an R6, moving from my YZF 600 from 2001, I decided that I wanted to get a naked bike. So I started looking at a bunch of different naked bikes, and eventually I came to the conclusion that I only wanted to spend the money on either the KTM or this. Then I started researching regarding about the KTMs and the FZ07s and how good were they and what are the reviews and so on. A lot of people like the KTMs, a lot of people like the MT-07s, but the MTs were more for people were saying that it was better for everyday riding in the city, within traffic, traffic and so on. And the KTM was very shaky. Not to say that this one's not shaky, but the KTM was even more. So I decided to go ahead and get this. I went out to a dealership out in I want to say Millstone here in New Jersey, called Extreme Machines. And because I already had bought gear from them and I knew people there, and they didn't have this bike yet. They had two FZ07s from last year, and they wanted to sell me those, but I didn't really want the color or that year. I wanted the ABS version, and they didn't have any except for those two. It was a baby blue one. Right here was baby blue or a red one, and I just didn't like the color. I just didn't want it. So I asked them how long it would take to get one of these from 2018, and how much it was going to cost. So they told me that they could have gotten within a month of when I went, which was early April, I want to say. No, it was in March when they started. It was in March when they started shipping this. So they wanted $8,800 for the motorcycle, and I straight up said no. That was like absolutely out of the question that I was gonna pay $8,800 for that. This is because I was looking at what people were paying for the ABS model in previous years, and lots of learning here, man. So I found out that people were paying around $7,500 for the motorcycle. Now, bear in mind, this motorcycle is $7,595 or $99 MSRP. So I went to a different dealership in my hometown, Toms River, by the beach, and I told them, I was like, listen, I want this place, they wanted this, how much can you do? And he didn't really budge at all. He wanted $8,500 minimum that he would do. So I still didn't want to pay that, and I've never been really to haggle prices. I have a hard time haggling prices for cars, but for the motorcycle I just didn't want to pay. I was going to pay cash for it. So I went to this dealership in Middletown. That was the last dealership I was going to go to, and I said, listen, I want the motorcycle for less than $8,000. And so he was like, yeah, we can work on it, come in and then I can work a price for you. So that's what I did. I went all the way in there, and I walked in there and I said, I'm looking for an MT-07 2018, and they kind of didn't even know what the motorcycle was called. And I said the FZ-07 2018, they called MT-07s now. So he goes, ah, yeah. And I was talking to, I believe, Billy. And then I said, I want to pay $7,500 for this motorcycle. Can you do it? I have two places that have been jerking me off regarding this motorcycle and prices, and I don't want to pay anything above that. This was after I waited for an hour to talk to this guy. So he comes up and I tell him that $7,500. He goes like, $7,500, deal, let's go. I know I'm gonna get shit for it, but let's do the deal, $7,500. So I go, I sign for $7,525, and I signed it where it says total price. So that was out the door with everything. I said, and I asked him, I was like, this is everything, no other charge? He goes, yes. I leave $750 as a deposit. It took them 2 months to get my motorcycle. So that means I went there April 29th. I didn't get the motorcycle until a week and a half ago. So today is May 23rd. So I didn't get it until a week and a half ago, but I got it. And Billy was kept contact with me through text messages, because I emailed them and I called them, so I was asking for copies of the price and the thing that I signed, and then I asked him. I would always ask him for updates, and he kept telling me that the Yamaha dealer didn't have the motorcycle yet in the warehouse. And then eventually it came through. He gave me a VIN number. I put it on the insurance, and I picked it up probably like a few days later. And now here we are. Now it's been raining since I got the motorcycle, so I rode it once, and I made the vlog that you guys saw, which it was a really shitty vlog anyway. But this week is really nice, so I'm riding it. I gotta go pick up the license plates this week, so that I can put on the motorcycle, and then we'll be all set to go. As you can see, the motorcycle has 70 miles, still breaking it in, so I'm driving really, really nice. I can't do anything. I'm also trying not to do stupid shit. It is a really comfortable motorcycle. I'll probably go over about it on a different vlog. But that is the story of how much I paid for it. Where did I get it from? Actually, I didn't cover where I got it from. It was from Jersey Shore Power Sports in Middletown. So if you want to go there and see whether or not they can work a deal on this motorcycle, on a different motorcycle, they're great group of guys that run that store. I was just a little annoyed with how long it took, but I don't mind it. I eventually got it. Season started right now. We're good to go. I'm actually got another friend going over there trying to get a Ninja 400 for himself, and hopefully he'll get a good deal. But if you guys have any other questions, let me know. But other than that, that was my story. And if you also have an MT, let me know how much you paid for it. Or if you have an FZ from previous years, let me know how much you paid for it. I really like to know what the average for these motorcycles go for. And I'm sure other people that are Googling and looking for this motorcycle also want to know what is the price? What can they haggle? I know in California it's really hard, because California is probably the best state to ride motorcycles in, and I'm sure they sell a lot of these.